Welcome back, guys. We are discussing about data modeling, and let's have one more session on data modeling. So here we will see what are these layouts we call as, like, if you click on plus plus plus, we have something called layouts. So what is this? And even we'll see many to many and all. So let's see what is one to one and many to many. So one to one means, as I told, even table A has one record, distinct records. Even table B has distinct records. So one-to-one will not have any impact on our reporting, because by default one-to-one will have bidirectional, because there is no filter propagation will be there by default. It will be like both ways. For example, let me go to Power Creator. So here we can anyway we'll discuss this. But let me for this let me show you how we can duplicate the tables. Edit queries, Power Creator. Let me just take one dimension table, which is one side table. Now this is our dimension table, table actor. So I'll just duplicate this table actor. So let's say table actor 1 I am giving. I'm just click on close and apply. So because this is one side table, I just have just one more. I mean, for example, I'm just taking the duplication of this. Now we can see one more table here, table actor 1, in the name of table actor 1. Now if I try to drag table actor ID to table actor ID of other table, it will be 1 to 1, because there also we have one record, one unique record. Here also we have one unique record. So it got loaded. Let's see where it is. Okay, table actor 1. So we can just move it as per our convenience. Now let's say if we take actor ID to actor ID. So this will be 1 to 1, because here also we have one unique record, here also one record. By default it is bidirectional. So even if you go here and try to do single relation, you can see it is not valid, because that is how it works. By default there is no much impact, because even if you try to have one more table, this will pass, this will also pass. But being one to one, usually we don't encounter these things. But what we encounter is many to many, multiple fact tables. Let's say I have these two tables, sales and profit table. So if I show the data, if I go to sales table, so let's say you got something like this in your organization to work on a report. I mean, the scenario may differs, but many to many, how that works, let's understand. So this table has different dates. I mean, I just entered some dates randomly, and different products and their sales. How much we got for 29th of March for mobiles? We got 2,000 rupees or $2,000, whatever it is. Like this, we have some table. So we have a profit table where on the same date for this product, how much profit we got after the sales. So I got something like this, and I want to see by date of the product how much sales we have and how much profit we have in one single view. So let's say, for example, if you try to establish relationship between these two things, let's say if I drag from date to date, you can see the relationship has cardinality many to many. This should only be used if it is expected that neither column is unique values. This significantly different behavior, because this is not directly supported, but we can just tweak this accordingly to get the results out of it. So for now, just click on OK. It will be like star and star, which is many and many, because here we have multiple dates. Here also have multiple dates. So even if you try to activate this on product as well, because we have for the same products on different dates what are sales, and for same products different dates what we have this profit. Even if you do on product to product as well, this will be many to many only, because the same products we are showing profits. Now see the data clearly. Now see the same thing. Now if you go to the data, let's say, okay, first let me show in the visual level. Let me pull all this data to the one table. So date, product and results. Okay, one thing I forget, guys. Yesterday we were discussing about direct query merits and demerits, right? So if you see now, this is what I was explaining in the very first class of options and settings. If you go to options and setting, there is something called auto date time. So if you enable since we discussed, we will revisit these options at some point of time. So this auto date time means whatever the dates, it will be like hierarchy. It will display like this. Again, we can just click here, we can make it to date. So this auto hierarchy will be disabled for direct query mode. I think I missed that point. This hierarchy will not be available for direct query. And also we have one more very important limitation of direct query. I think we cannot see that evidently, but I'll show that. I'll show the example. So at one point, at any point of time, the direct query can return max of 1 million rows. There is a common thing called 1 million rows restriction of direct query. It means for large data sets we can use direct query, but at one point of time, if you try to see the records in one table, for example, I have a table, I am trying to load data. I'm trying to drag the data from direct query table. In that case, if you try to scroll, let's say we have lakhs and lakhs of records. If you try to scroll down to the see how many records, after it reaches 1 million into the visual, it will throw error. That is called 1 million limit exceeded, something like that. We will see that. I'll show the example. I think I missed that day. So now here we have on this date, let's sort. We have sorting here. You can sort on this 29 for this product. So I think from March 2020 update, we have multiple sort. So by default in Power BI, we have single column sort. From March, we have multi-column sort. There should be some way. I think we have to press Control and do. That's what I heard from the update, but I'm not sure. I'll check and tell. So if you see, if I sort here, this will not be sorted. Similarly, if I sort this one, this will not be sorted. So I think there is a way to do that. This I have seen as part of March 2020 update. So please follow Microsoft Power BI channel in YouTube. So every month we'll get a video from Microsoft to just walk us through the updates what we have in that newer versions. Okay, now we have this dates and products. Now if I copy and see, now let me drag dates from this table instead of sales table. We can make it as a date, and also product and sales also take from this product table and sales table. Sorry, from profit table. Now I have like this. Now I want to see how many sales we have and how many sales for this profit. Compare side by side. It may be in one table or it can be any graph or something like that. So now if you see separately, fine, it is okay, fine. Out of this I got this much profit, and each individual profit we have like this. But now I want to see in single view. Let's say if I drag and drop profit here in this table. Now see here, it is not showing as like this. For example, on 29th of March, for earphones, I just entered something. It will be headphones or whatever. Just don't see the data. Understand the concept. So 500 we have sales, but the profit is 50. But here it is showing 750. Similarly, on 29th of March for mobiles, it is 2000 is the sales, and it is showing 270 as profit, but we got is 200 only. So why? Because currently these have relationship between these two as a many to many. So now because the relationship is based on product, it will just group the products accordingly. Now see, observe carefully. So mobiles, just see the product alone. So mobiles 200, mobiles 70. It will be 270. It will just group accordingly for mobiles. That is why it is 270. For earphones 750 here. Just see 50, 500 is 550 plus 200, 750. It is 750 here. So it will group like that. Again, same thing. Now it is based on product. That is why it is grouping by product. Now, for example, if I change this, I'm deleting this and do on top of dates. Now it will group on top of dates because relationship is changing now. Now same many to many thing will come. We'll just click on OK. Now if we go to report, now see here 650. Now it was earlier it was 750, now it's 650 because 29th will come into picture. 29th we have two different dates here in profit. 50 plus 200, 250 plus 400, 650. It will come here. But this is not actual. What we want to see is we want to see 550 for each product. Well, let's say for example, I want to see by product. Let's say this is, let's say if I take one bar chart. Sorry, let me undo this. We take one bar chart, and here let me drag product, and here I want to see product wise. I want to see what is profit and what is sales. So now it will not happen because this is how the relationship. So in this kind of cases, because there is no filter propagation happening between the tables properly, and there is no dimensions in place properly, so here we create something called bridge tables. We also call as a role playing dimension, which is in other words in Power BI. I mean, there is a data warehousing term again, role playing dimension. So what we do is we create a new tables with the help of existing data. I mean, I'm creating a new, how we created a new dimension for in this scenario. Same thing in this scenario. We're creating two dimensions. One is day dimension, other one is product dimension. Again, go to here, click on in modeling tab, click on new table. So now what we can do is we can click on date dim is equal to, here we can add distinct of, I'm just taking distinct dates from this table. So the date would be from sales table date, sales table date. I mean, you can take from any of these tables because we have similar date. That's why I can take any from any of the tables, or based on like how you want, like you want to take minimum and maximum dates, anything we can do. Similarly, we can have one more table called product dim, where we can have product dimension. So product dim is equal to distinct of products. So here we are going to get one more table, a product dim. Now what we can do is we'll just remove this relationship between these tables. Okay, this may be a simple example, but if you encounter this kind of many to many tables, we generally go for bridge tables. That's why I'm explaining this concept. So date will be filtered on both the, I mean, both the facts. Now this is fact, this is also fact. We have many records here. And similarly, we have product dim, where product will be filtered this table and this table. So product and product. Now because we have dimensions now, so we can hide these fields when we don't require, because product, for example, we can, there are two ways we can do reporting. We can report, we can do report and expose to business, or we can just give data model and they can drag and drop and they can do the report. That is called self-service BI. We call, means they know all the fields, what to do, what to see. We just create a model in the behind the scenes and we can just expose to them. They can do, that is self-service BI. In that case, if we have multiple products names like this, they may confuse like which product they have to use. In that case, sometimes we use hide the column. That is what, in this kind of scenarios, we hide the columns. Like product, we can hide this column, we can hide. Similarly, we can hide date as well from this fact, and product from other table also we can hide. Okay, it is hidden. So we can hide all these things, but just for now, I just hidden only one. So now what we can do is just go to the report. So instead of dragging product from the fact table, I'll just drag product from the dimension table. So now product here, and drag the sales and profit from respective fact tables. So let's take sales from this table values, and similarly what is it, profit from this sales table. Product. Sorry guys, I've taken product dim from some other product table, from orders table. So let's take product from profit table. So I think this will give, that's why because there is no related values there, that is why we are not seeing this one. So now we can drag product to product. product to product. Now this will pass filter. Then we can see here, let me remove this and take product dim product. Now we can see here. So now if you hover on this, okay, we can enable data label, but just for now, just hover on this tablet. Total sales are 4,000. If you count everything, it will be 4,000 for total sales. And profit we got is 400. Now just count, just sum this tablet. 400 we have, and we have on we have 800 plus 400 is 1200. Okay, sorry, one more mistake I've done. It is tablet, it is tablets. I think it is again different products. That is why it is showing differently. So let me correct the data. I have entered something wrong here. So let me go to again. If you want to edit data, let's say even these tables are created using enter data only. I just type this data. So if you want to edit the data, what we can do is there are two ways. One thing, we can go to Power Creator. We can go to Power Creator, which is transform data, or if you click on these three dots here, we can have something called edit query. So this is calculate table, right? Let's this profit table, right? You can see edit query, because this is the actual table. For calculate table which we use to create in DAX, we cannot see this one because Power Creator will not show the calculate tables. Only the actual tables only will show in the Power Creator. So you can directly go to right click on three dots, three ellipses, go to edit query, or go to transform data again. So here I mean even that also will take to the same place. So here we can see this sales table, and you can see this click on this source. Anyway, we will discuss this in detail. So for now, because I did some mistake here in the naming convention, so just take tablet. Similarly, in the profit table also, just correct it as tablet and tablet. So now data is corrected. Now we can see data properly. So now it will just apply the changes what we have done from Power Creator. Now this will show, here we have 4, right? Now actually we have just 3 products, earphones, mobiles and tablet. Because of the naming change, we have 4th product as tablets, which is plural of tablet. So now let's see, we have just 3. Now we have, if you just sum up the values, what is the sales of this, what is sales of this, I mean profit of this. So total, if you count, if you sum the tablets, we have 1000 and 4000, which is 5000 of tablet. That is the total sales we got the amount. Even that is what we can see, tablet 5000, and profit we have 1200, 800 plus 400, 1200. So because of many to many, we cannot see directly in this view earlier. Now we have introduced something called role playing dimensions, which are called also bridge tables in Power BI, where we can relate those tables with the help of one to many as a dimension to fact, and we have used this kind of representation. So sometimes we may encounter these kind of records in our real time. So in that case, we can use these bridge tables to display the data. And there will be some other thing called dimension, snowflake dimension. So for example, let's say the data will be like this: one to many and one to many. So this will be product table, and this will be subcategory table. This will be category table. One category have multiple subcategories. Each subcategory have multiple products. Something like this. So this is called a dimensional, snowflake dimension. So one again here, again one. This will be star. So in this case, this is the hierarchical way of tables. So when we get something like this, what we can do is we sometimes we use to merge the tables. We merge these tables together into one table sometimes, or we can also keep this like this. But because if you have more and more amount of tables in your data model, that will create some clumsiness. Sometimes we cannot understand clearly. That's why it is good to reduce the number of tables in our model for a better understanding of data and better modeling. So this is one of the, because I don't have data specific to this, that's why I'm just explaining morally. I think you got some idea about this. And also we have something called layouts here. If you go to report level, you have pages, page 1, page 2, page 3. Similarly, if you go to this data model section, we have something called layouts. So this was not there in the earlier Power BI days. This is also one of the new updates in the last year, maybe in 2018 end or maybe in 2019. So what this will do is, let's say if you have many tables in your model, let's say you have 20 tables in your model. So you're doing reporting based on 20 tables. And even though it is a big, many tables or less tables, same one to many, same one to one, same many to many applies. So the concept is same. Even if you have many tables, we can arrange those tables accordingly. But the scenario will remain same. So if I have multiple tables, now let's say I have many tables here. So to order them in proper way to understand, it is just to understand purpose because this is the main model. This will remain same. But for the user, for developer to understand better like which tables have which relationships properly, we can just drag those tables and understand the relationship. I just split the complete layout into multiple layouts. I'm just splitting this layout, how I'm seeing here, into multiple layouts for better understanding to relationship between the tables. Only for that purpose they have layouts. So this is not mandatory. It depends on developer whether he want to, make them into layouts to understand, or he can have single view here. Both are same. It's just for understand purpose of the developer. So this is guys about data modeling. I think you got some idea what are how can we load tables from databases, and how can we relate tables with the help of this relations like lines between the tables, one to many to many, and many to one, and how this will be important when you drag and drop the data into the report, how this will react based on relationships, and without relationship how it will break the data, and with relationship how it will make the data. I think you got some idea. So please practice, take some data whatever you have and try to explore thing, and maybe I'll try to give the data whatever I have. I'll try to upload as well, but for now just try to take whatever you have and play around with the data. First understand what data we are using and what data tells to us and what kind of metrics we can derive. We can just take an example like how I have given total orders, total sales. There is general examples we can use. So based on the business, let's say if your business is any industry, that will have sales, profit, last year sales, gross sales. Or if you're working in a hospital, your business is hospital, again that will differ, like total count of patients and total revenue we got for the hospital, how many tests we have done on the patient. Like this depends on the business, the KPIs will change and the metrics will change. And basically there are two different type of calculations we do based on fact table, which is fact means that actual numbers like sales, profit, gross amount, or what is the cost we spent for that, what is the profit we got, what is the actual sales. These are all numbers, actual numbers. Based on the transactions of daily transactions we get these numbers, and based on the numbers we do the reporting. These are the actual facts. Sometimes we also do observations, which is factless facts. It means there are two things: fact table, factless fact table. Fact tables holds the actual numbers. Factless facts will not have any numbers, but observations. Let's say, for example, your company is doing some survey, like how many people participated in survey, and who gave negative reviews or positive reviews, or who gave fantastic description out of your reviews, something like that. If you want to differentiate, that can be called as factless fact. There is no facts, but we can derive something out of it, which is based on observations, like descriptive way. Or one more example, I can say we have customer service project you're working on. So I want to see how this customer is, how this executive is performing, how many calls he attended, how many resolutions he has made, and what is his review, whether it is satisfactory or not. So this is something we don't have actual numbers, but based on some observations we can derive out of those numbers. We can do some metrics. Those are called factless facts. So either you have fact tables based on your business, or you have factless fact tables based on your business. But anything, whatever it is, we do data modeling in the same manner, with connecting multiple tables, and these kind of scenarios will take place wherever you go. So I think, at least I hope you got some understanding how data modeling works and how that plays a key role in the reporting for Power BI. So yeah, that's all I have, guys. Please practice. If you have any questions, please post in the comments. If you like this and if you find it's very useful, please like and share it with your friends and colleagues as well. So that's all. See you in the next session, guys. Thank you so much.